Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
HR 120, the HR 160, and the HR 200, which is the blank that we're going to use for points.
Yeah, so what we do in the shop, whether we do it with a die grinder or with a press, is, we're going to cut the size of the hinge very marginally, like 20 thousandths larger, is all that we would do. And we would actually have a hinge and put the plate behind the jamb and then physically screw the hinge as a fixture to the plate with a couple of screws and use that to help us position the hinge in the right location. That's how we would do it. I hope that answered the question.
Oh, well, I mean, is there like a certain measurement or that you're looking for on the backset? If I'm saying this correctly, I know.
Well, yeah, you are, but that's. I mean, the backset on the door or the backset on the frame dictates the other. So if you've got an 1 3/4 thick door, the backset on that is typically on a 4.5 inch wide hinge, a 1/4 inch. Now, what's going to dictate the backset on the frame is whether you are installing the door with a flush condition, where the door is not inset into the rabbet at all from the face of the frame. Like aluminum storefront can be inset or it can be flush. Wood doors the same. Hollow metals always inset slightly, like 3/32 of an inch, that sort of dimension. So either the actual backset plus or minus a small variance won't really matter, so that everything is compatible. But you want to certainly be within tolerance, so that the door, when it comes to the closed position, makes contact with the stop in a nice, degree of, close. So, a typical 1 3/4 thick door, 1.75, it's got a rabbet of 1 15/16. And you're going to have about 90 thousandths inset, and then the rest is the dimension from that cutout of the face of the door to the face of the stop. And then from that dimension, you can figure out, where the door is going to be positioned and how much of that is backset. So, is the backset on the door already a fixed value?
Yeah, the back. Sorry, my name is.
This is my dad. He's
Richard. The backset and the lock gonna be 2 3/4, 99% of the time.
Yeah, we're not talking about lock sets. At least I don't think we are.
You mentioned somebody just now misunderstood that. For the hinge now, the company I was involved with, and right now, the backset was a 1/4 of an inch. It goes with the narrow side or the low side of the door, and the hinge is on the wide side, which is the high side of it. So the difference is that hinge with the frame stay 11/32, and on the door a 1/4, which you have like a 3/64 or something like that in between.
Yeah, I mean it sounds extremely reasonable what you're saying. I would say that you would not be off very far at all.
Well, this is a dimension I'm giving from head up from experience. What we used to prepare for years in the factory, because my purposes 300-400 doors a day. So we are standard at 11/32 on the frame.
Are you asking me to validate 11/32?
No, I'm not just asking you your opinion with the 11/32.
Yeah, 0.343. I mean, that's going to be reasonable from the face. Assuming you're discussing the face of the stop to the edge of the cutout of the hinge, I would say that would be, very reasonable. you're going to have about 90 thousandths from the face of the stop to where the hinge backsets to where the hinge is going to start. Sure, I'd say it'd be completely reasonable.
Yeah, because the 11/32, if wait for a while for what time now? I'm just looking back. The 11/32 a raw dimension and a flat, if I'm not. And the same thing on the door and the narrow side, a quarter. So that's your about 3 seconds. No?
I'm not following along with the logic of how we're trying to prove this.
No, I'm just in something there on the flat because before bending, you can set your hinge, let's say an inch and a hinge. Plus, I've got add 11/32 coming out to the edge of the and then your door gonna come in with your return 1/4 inch from your white side, with the hinge gonna be 1.5. That's 1.5 inch, and you get your 1/4 inch back set for the door.
Yes, all of that sounds extremely accurate to me. You could just, if you've got a hollow metal door and frame installed in your building, just take your caliper up to it and copy those dimensions. You're obviously you want to check to see what the inset is as well.
Look, I think I'm close with it, and the file that these people are using is the same here now.
So that'll make it work.
So,
Okay.
So all we're gonna have to do now is just seeing that I'm not reading a picture of piece of supplying the machine, building a machine for these people. So I have to do these dimensions and let it be required that
Yeah,
what they
and
want.
then as I mentioned to Anna and Jessica yesterday, once we get this squared away over the next week or two, we're more than likely going to come back to you and order a bunch more of these, a bunch more of the hinge reinforcements that we picked up because we're going to have to test the machine.
And you're doing fire rated hollow metal doors and frames, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're building a machine for a manufacturer who produces those. Okay, yeah, I recall now. Yeah. Just out of professional curiosity, who's the manufacturer?
The door manufacturer or the manufacturer that we work with for the machines?
No, the door man. Who's the door manufacturer?
Oh, the door manufacturer. The name of the company is Leader Fire Hazard. They're in Philadelphia.
Yeah, no, I'm not familiar with them, but I think maybe the name I've come across. But
yeah, they started out making fire extinguisher cabinets, and in the past couple of years they've gotten to making fire-rated steel doors.
Yeah, there's not a lot to making hollow metal doors and frames. There's just it's 19th century technology almost.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I would literally be in a much better. I'm sitting in a Starbucks in Las Vegas. I'm on vacation. So if you want to send me an email, I'll get you a hard dimension on that. I'd like to see a drawing of what you're doing, so I understand fully validating the 11/32. But I'm on an 18-inch diameter table in a very uncomfortable chair trying to work.
Okay.
And yeah.
Well, vacation. I thought when I got the card from Anna, I thought you were in you were here in Naples. So I apologize for bothering you on your vacation.
Oh no, you're good. No, that's my home base. I just happen to be out west. We're hiking the Grand Canyon was earlier this week, and just some other stuff.
Yeah.
And but I'm working during the day though. During normal hours.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Richard, for all your help. You have a nice weekend. Enjoy the rest of your vacation. If I don't speak to you beforehand, if I don't bug you beforehand, but hopefully I won't.
Understood. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Richard. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The last time I spoke to you, 1/4 inch on the door and 11/32 on the frame. Where do that 11/32 derive from?
I'm sorry, say that again?
It's 11/32.
Yes.
Where that is figure from to get the 30 seconds?
Well, I'm not saying 11/32 is accurate. I mean, it sure sounds like it's accurate, but you would be measuring that from the face of the stop to where the cutout begins.
Okay. Now, the reason why I'm asking, I get my experience with just hollow metal doors was in that division and was never opened up to the frame. So I was wondering where the 11/32 or whatever we were using derived from. So it's
Well,
at the face.
yeah. I mean, so you can easily determine that, and there's a variable that I'm not aware of, and you're going to know the rabbet of the frame. In typical hollow metal, that's 1 in 15/16.
Yeah.
So 1.9375. You know that you've got 0.25 on the backset, so just put that aside. The question becomes is, what is the inset of the door into the rabbet? Is the door flush, or is it inset slightly like it would be in typical hollow metal?
Right.
So once you know that, you can then, you'll take 1.9375 minus your door thickness minus your inset. You know that you're going to be left with an amount of space between the face of the stop and the face of the door on the egress or the push side, and then you'll add that 0.25.
Okay.
I think.
Okay, just a rough idea once.
Yeah, if I had my caliper, I'm in a Starbucks right now in Vegas. If I had my caliper, I would walk up to the hollow metal frame in the bathroom behind me. I just don't have my caliper.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Else, Pat?
No, that's it.
Okay, Richard, thank you so much. Enjoy your vacation, and hopefully we don't bother you while you're away on vacation.
Not a bother. If I couldn't help, I wouldn't be answering.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.